What's up, y'all? We're out here at it again. I'm Chicken Buck. Welcome to Chicken Buck Unleashed. Me and Corey are out here on the Swanee River today. We did a little private land hunt, and we also had a quota hunt that we already filled a tag on. So y'all get to see that footage right here. Me. Alright guys, so that little middle tree is the tree that I was in right there. You can see how it's leaning. Corey just got over here. I haven't even walked up on the deer yet. See, there's a beat down trail that goes right through here. And then I was sitting, like I said, right up there in that crooked tree. And there's a, right here, this trail. There's another one right here. Nice Florida doe. Let's go check out that other scrape. So like I said, here's that heavy trail. And it goes straight over here by the scrape. There's another trail. They're just all coming all through here, and there's the scrape right there. So that's kind of like what we're looking for when we're deer hunting. That shows that there's been a buck in here. They take and paw the ground whenever they're with their hooves, and then they'll take and use the licking branches to get their orbital glands on, and it tells other deer that they're in the area. Yeah, we're gonna start, get all our stuff together and drag her out and go get her cleaned up and have some tacos.
Sound like I broke something on the bike.
Alright guys, round two. Going pretty good now. We had such a good time out here. Bunch of good laughs, bunch of good times. eat good food. If you don't bow hunt, you don't know what you're missing. All right, we got that doe all cleaned up. Everything. Visited my mom and dad in Steenhatchee for a minute. Now we come over here to the piece of private. And we'll see if we can set a little differently this time and get Corey to whack a doe. We'll see you on the tree. Alright, so we're gonna get up in this forked one. Maybe we ain't gonna stick out too bad. We got corn about 50 yards over there. Just kind of like a little river bottom swamp. All right, guys, I'm going to show you our camping setup. So I've had my hammock for a little bit. Corey just got his. Last night was the first time he slept in it, and I don't know how he feels about it yet, but it was a little rough for him. But just a word of caution for you guys: don't ever set up your hammocks this close to each other, because it's kind of a pain. But this is what we had to deal with last night. We put them up pretty quick. This is mine. I got it stretched between these two further away trees here. I got my system down a little bit, but Corey, he's got some work to do. If you guys are interested in seeing a better video on these hammocks, I'm gonna do one eventually. They're Hennessy hammocks. I can't remember the exact model, but they really are great, especially for this more early season camping, adventures, hunting. It's definitely a lot cooler than sleeping in a tent, because you can open up the sides, you got plenty of airflow. I got a little fan in mine. Like I said, whenever I do the video, you guys will be able to see more in depth. Just comment if you would like to see a video like that. But yeah, this is our little setup. Got it right here on the water. We're hunting probably 100 yards that way, so that's kind of like why we didn't really want to go any further off the river, and we chose these two trees. But yeah, that's our camp setup. All right, y'all. I know in the hunting portion of the video I said we was gonna do tailgate tacos. Well, the way that day worked out, it started raining. It was bad. We didn't have time to do tailgate tacos. So that deer is in the cooler at home, still on ice. But what I like to do anyways is try to eat all my meat that I have in the freezer before you know, I eat the fresh meat, even though I do like to eat the fresh meat sometimes. This is a deer I killed back in October of 24, actually. That was last year. I'm an idiot. So this is a deer I killed last year in October. And what this is I can't remember the actual cut, but it's a portion of the hind quarter that I cut up for fry meat and everything else. To me, it's just as good or better than the back strap. A lot of people don't realize that they grind all that up. But this is probably the cut that they use whenever, if you get one processed, it'll be like the cubed meat or something like that, unless you have one completely ground, which I think is crazy that people do that. But so yeah, I process everything myself, and we're gonna chop this up. I said tacos, but it's gonna be like a fajita taco. They're gonna be little strips of meat. We could also call these Dollar General tacos because I got all this stuff at Dollar General except meat. This came from beautiful Florida, or actually this is probably Georgia public land. We got us some thick cheese, Mexican cheese, Mexicana salsa. Got to have the Taco Bell fire sauce, some taco seasoning, mission tortillas. Let's get to cooking. I'm gonna cut this meat up real quick. Obviously, you guys know I'm not sponsored by anyone. I got 3 followers, but these Danco knives are awesome. And the old Blue Gabe and a lot of those guys use it. So this is what the meat looks like off that hind quarter. It's gorgeous and it's tender. But what we're gonna do, since we're eating it with taco, a lot of times I'll just bread that and fry it. It is delicious, absolutely delicious. But what we're gonna do is, see that little piece of silver skin right there? That's for the coons. All right. So we're just gonna start trimming them up, little tiny pieces. All right, guys. So we got a man, the gnats are killing us right now. They just come out of nowhere. They're freaking swarming our meat and everything. But I'm just gonna show y'all this real quick. This thing right here is very, like, this costs maybe 30 bucks at the most, and it is the best little portable shower. You can wash your plates and stuff with it. You got pressure, 20 pumps. The thing will run for like several minutes. It's a good investment because this is just a sink hose, like that would go underneath your sink, and then I got a little barbed, I think it's a 1/4 inch pipe thread barb that goes in here, and you just cut the end of it off, stick the barb on, and you're ready to rock. We've had all kinds of different types of like little showers and things like that for cleaning off and everything, and it makes a big difference. We've had like little electronic ones, they've tore up and not worked properly. Now we're just going to take some of this seasoning, and actually I stand corrected. Earlier in the video I told you guys that all this was from Dollar General. It was not. It was from a local gas station / little grocery store. So thank you, Corey, for correcting me. So if you want some La Mexicana, you're gonna have to go to the Sun Stop or something. Anyways, I tried to get all the gnats off my meat, and now I'm just kind of rolling it around in that taco seasoning. The gnats are killing me today. Looking delicious. Another thing I like to do is keep some oil with me, and I'm getting stuff all over this, but this little brand of bottle is great. It's called OXO. It's off of Amazon. It's awesome. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Earl in the pan, and get the little fire going here. Alright guys, yeah, so what I'm using to cook with is a Jetboil Mini Mo cooking set, and it comes with the you know, the main type of little Jetboil thing. But this Jetboil, you can actually dial it way down to cook an egg on here or whatever you want, or you can turn it way up to cook anything you want, really, or to boil with. These little frying pans from Jetboil are really awesome. But we're just gonna throw that meat in there. Let her go for a few. Try to pick the bugs out of it as we go, I guess. So yeah, we got our meat going. So I was just gonna show you guys. And you can really pump that thing up and get a lot of pressure to actually squirt out of there, just like it's a sink, honestly. But I'm trying to conserve water at the moment, so. But makes it easy, clean as you go. There's a little spatula that comes with these frying pans. It clips in there and everything. It works pretty good too. Try to get her spread out here where she'll cook evenly. Whoops. Alright guys, so our venison's getting pretty close to being done. Looking delicious. Starting to get a little bit of char on there, which I know you don't want to cook venison too long because it gets a little chewy, but when you got little pieces like this, and if it's a tender cut, it really don't matter. I've already ate a few pieces. I think they're about done, but I like a little bit of char on the meat normally. What we're about to do is take this out, put it in a plate, and then heat up some tortillas and make us a few tacos. And then we'll get Corey's honest opinion on how they are, with the gnats included, because they won't leave us alone. All right, now we're just browning our, not browning, but just heating up our tortillas. I like to heat mine up. A lot of people like to eat them cold. Do you want yours cold?
No, heat it up's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just assume. And everybody knows the saying about assuming something. Ooh-wee. It's pretty nice, Corey.
Yeah, it is.
Give her a shot.
Simple, quick, and easy, guys. Absolutely delicious. Can't beat it.
It's warm. You videoing?
Yep.
All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making the video. This is the kind of stuff that we do all the time. I've had a lot of requests of people telling me, hey, you probably should start videoing the stuff that you go do. So this is the life we live, gnats and all, and we're just out here having a good time, and I hope you guys get out in the woods and do the same thing. See ya.